everyone, this is just going to be a little short video, I think, to look at where I'm at with making this journal. So I've covered the inside with a piece of old material, and then I've put some scrapbook paper on the outside, covered up the corners because the corners were not very successful for me because you had to sort of fold them over. I will make a whole video about how I did this bit. Then I've kind of just reinforced the spine. This is made out of a tea box, so that we're ready to go with the spine. And I thought I would just show you a little bit of a schoolboy error to help you maybe not make the same mistake. It doesn't matter because it's easily rectified. So here's my outside, this is my cover. So I'll pop that over there to the side and starting to put together some signatures to go in to the said folder. So get it back for a sec. I've actually made 3 so far, but I haven't done anything with them, haven't sewed them in, haven't really formalised anything with them, just started to put them together. So I've kind of measured the whole thing and thought, I'll put that in there, that'll fit quite nicely, that'll be fine. Obviously it isn't fine because that spine is actually quite wide. So you can see it's about 1 inch, probably a little bit more wide. So you don't need them as wide as that, because once you've actually folded that up, they're going to stick out like that, see? You're going to end up with all this extra. We don't need that. So that was my schoolboy error. So what I did was I took the first one that I'd put together and measured it down so that we would then have the right sized sheets. So I haven't actually cut it yet. I've just folded it so that I can see roughly where I'm at. These will be fine. I'm going to use these strips for something else later on, so that's not a problem. I'll just move some stuff out of the way because it's all falling down and getting in the way. There we go. So now if I fold it in half, this is, if I fold it in half, that will be like that. It will now fit just nicely in my little book. So now we've got the right size, which is an excellent step forward. Didn't want to have the wrong size, needed to have the right size. So I've measured that now. So I may just go ahead and trim it. I'm just going to fold it really hard down there. I have got a bone folder somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where that is. So that's that. All right, now we can take that off and now we can cut. Right, I'm just going to use some scissors this time around and cut it, and I can trim it up with the proper colour cutter if I need to in a sec. But just to give myself something a little bit better to work with now, I can trim that up and make it all level if I want to. I don't think it really matters that much, to be honest, because with, you know, you're making a junk journal, it's not meant to be perfect. In fact, really the beauty of it is that it isn't perfect. So now we've got this all lined up like that. That, if we fold it in half, should fit quite nicely into our book. And it does. Yay. So perfect. Now we've got the right size. So that's great. That's my little folder. So I've got 3 other signatures that I am going to have to trim down. And I might just do that now while we're here. So this is my other one. I'm not quite finished with them yet, I don't think, but just getting them down to round about the right sort of size is going to be helpful. So you can measure these and get them really perfect if you want to. I'm just going to put that there for 2 seconds while I grab myself my big scissors. We can do measuring if we want. We can make it really perfect, or we can go for a more rustic look, which is what we're doing. We're going for a rustic look. Let me just move this up here a bit. I'm not quite in the camera, am I? So, we've got them lined up at the top. Let me get them properly lined up. Right, okay, so I'll do that for a sec. Get you all lined up like that. Get you lined up. Like that. I did invest in these giant paper clips, which I think actually are really, really useful to just help you to get everything lined up. So I'm just gonna cut. I'm just gonna go for it and see how we end up. You can always trim these off. Keep saying that. Trying to convince myself I'm doing the right thing. So perfect. That's the first two. Just unplug just the one that's holding them all together. Keep that one there. This is the one that's holding them all together. That's my second one. Let's measure this. Keep this one. As you can see, mine is not going to be a perfect rectangle. It's going to be, like I say, rustic. So now we can measure this one. Against this one, which we know is the right size to go into the book. Hold it there. We're just going to cut. So what I have found helps is having a giant pair of scissors, because that's sometimes easier than getting the whole guillotine or the cutting machine out. So there we've got our 3 signatures to start with. Okay. Not all exactly the same, but that's good. We want it to all be a little bit different, so that's all great. So I'm gonna just fold them and just double check that I haven't made any more schoolboy errors. That one's gonna be fine, I think. Yeah, let's just see. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. This one. It's gonna be fine. If I have any more disasters, I'll fold them over and make a pocket or something. And that one is going to fit fine as well, I think. Hopefully we're going to be all right. If not, we'll be trimming again. So that's where I'm at with the signatures to go into this book. I also wanted to add... I'm going to keep all my strips to make things with later. You can go over there. Also wanted to add some of these. So I didn't really know whether to just pop them in the middle. I thought they might look quite nice in the middle of the signature. So you would just have it, maybe you'd have to line it up at the top. Just have a bit on each side. Maybe, I don't know. Have to have a think about that. Some of these are a little bit bigger. They might work better that way. But quite a little interesting thing to have in there. I'll just pop that one in there for now and leave that there. That's that one. And this one. thought it might be quite a nice little interesting thing to have as the middle page. Pop that one in there, like that. Pop that one. Actually, I'm going to take that one out of there and put it in there, and then I'm going to put this one in here in the middle, like that. Okay, and the reason I've done that is because that I think is a better contrast, whereas that was very pale against this, which is already very pale. So I thought I'd keep the contrast going. Pop this one in the middle. Like that. And like that. Perfect. So I need to just count up these pages. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to keep them more or less the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I may have actually counted these before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously didn't count that one because that one's got 10. Right, okay, well, we'll leave that for now. Might find something else to put into each of those. Did have this thing that I was going to add, which is just like a recipe page from a little book. That's going to be an absolutely perfect size as well. Where will we put that? Maybe we'll put it in between there. Put you into there. I can trim you off if we need to. A little bit. Wow, that is the perfect size. Just needs a little tiny bit of trimming on the edge. We can do that a bit later on, before we sew them in. That's that. And then all I need is another one. And this is the one that I didn't have enough, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, okay. That has 9. So we need something that we can put in that has, so it has 10 now. I'm going to use this. I've got this bit of, what's it called? DigiKit paper. So I'll just, let's make this easier. Cut. Here's my big scissors. And here. So it's completely against the edges. I might actually use this side because it's got a nice pinky kind of edge to it. Okay, that will be wide enough. Right, okay, so we won't put that in there for now. I'll just use one piece of this, the outside piece, to just trim around. Now, I'm only making a really small journal, so if I was making a bigger one, I'd probably measure these properly and keep them like gripped together in a better way, but because it's small, I can just do it with my hand. I can just hold it, hopefully not messing it up too much. I'll just trim that a little bit so it's a little bit straighter. Right, okay. So that be that. So now we have an extra page. So we've got that, we've got all of that, and we've got that to go in. And we've got the little postcard in the middle. Now, where can I put this? It's going to be nice contrast. I've got a lot of pink in here. A lot of pink. Okay, I think I'll put you in between there. That should be quite a nice contrast. It's going to mean that I've got a page that is white in the middle there, but that's okay because I can use that to stick some bits and bobs on, and obviously we're going to want some space for journaling anyway, so we can use that for that. So now we're all done with our signatures. I don't think I'm going to put too much else into them. So now it's just a case of marking up where we're going to put our holes and where we're going to punch and put them in. How exciting. Okay, so come back to me in the next video and we'll have a go at doing that. Thanks very much for watching. If you've liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and share and all of that lovely stuff. Subscribe to my channel if you like that kind of thing. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.